Good morning. I'm going to talk about the first verse of Ephesians and the verse that really started this whole journey for me, where Paul says that he was writing to the saints who are in Ephesus and the faithful in Christ. And a lot of times we just go right over those words, but these aren't throwaway lines. In fact, these few words are the key to the entire book. He says that we're saints in Ephesus, faithful in Christ. And what really hit me is that we as Christians live in two places at the same time. And the first place is Ephesus, and that's just not a geography. It's an experience. Everything that we experience in Ephesus, which is really the Ecclesiastes experience, everything under the sun, the changeableness, the stress, the uncertainty, the personality that we have, our foibles, all those things just fit into this thing called in Ephesus, that we live in this place where we get smaller and smaller. I still have energy, but some of it has gone, and it's going to go more. And that's what life is. We hold things lightly because there's nothing certain here. So we live in Ephesus, but we also live in Christ as Christians. And in Christ, if you read through Ephesians in different places, it's a life that's growing. It's expansive. It's delightful. It's full of answers. It's life upon life, grace upon grace. And so we have this tension of imperfection, insignificance, inability, and we have this other place where we have significance and ability and relationship and eternal things that don't change. And so Paul says right from the beginning that what I'm going to be talking about is how to live well in both places. And he gives us the key here, because he says that we just don't live in Ephesus and we just don't live in Christ, but we're saints in Ephesus. And as I've seen in the book and what he does throughout the book, he talks about how special that place is. The word saints means to be set apart. We're set apart, not just in a geographical space, but every part of you. The things you like, the things you don't like about your life, about who you are, about your situations, about your spouse. All those things are special. All those things God has ordained, set apart, redeemed. And so what we typically do about all those things we don't like about ourselves, or we don't like about life, is we wonder about it, we kick about it, we beat ourselves up about it. And God says that those are special, that we need to just embrace those things. Paul said that he was the prisoner of the Lord. He was in these constraints. He could not get out. He was in a place that was not too good. But he said, it is of the Lord. And so, again, just to embrace all those things. And Paul just takes the book and just unpacks that, how to embrace that. And I do that as well as I write. But then he also says, faithful in Christ. And just like we can't make ourselves saints, we can't make ourselves faithful. And what hit me in this is that it's not faithful in the sense that I need to be faithful, but, we cannot access the things of God through the portals of our mind. We can't try to come to grips with it and understand it through our natural understanding, nor can we will God into our life, nor can we emote. I mean, we're in a place where we want to feel God, and we might feel God, but then it goes. Our mind, will, and emotions, our five natural senses will not access what's in Christ, but God has filled you with a spiritual sense of faith that you might comprehend, that you might appropriate, that you might walk in this life that God has given us, this life of Christ. And it's not our faith, it's the faith of the Son of God. So that's what I do in this book. I hope you get it. I mean, this is a little promo for the book, but also that you just receive this, that you are saints in Ephesus, that you are special. Everything about you, even the way you blow up and you shut down, the spouse you might not like, God has designed that specifically for you to find him. You were made with need, with all need, and all those needs are ways that you can, by faith, access this life, this wonderful life in Christ. So Until next time.